What's up, and welcome to a little series that I'm starting called Lost and Found, the Voice Edition. So something a lot of people may not know about me, years ago, I actually lost my voice completely, had to step away from music for a bit, was not healing on my own, so I ended up having a vocal surgery. And it's something that, that was not a fun time in my life. And so I kind of just tucked it away. But I have a song coming out. I decided to write about it because there's so many things that I took from that whole experience that I feel like really shaped me as an artist and a songwriter. So let's just start at the beginning. So I moved right out of high school to go to a school in Minnesota from Illinois. And I was a vocal performance major, went through my first 2 semesters, and then auditioned for this amusement park where I was doing 5 shows a day, 6 days a week. One of my favorite jobs I've ever had. I loved it so much. And after that summer, went back to school and just started noticing that my range just kept deteriorating and we couldn't figure out why. And so I ended up going to the ENT and not getting good news. And she advised me to, take a little break. But I was young and I, was in invincible mode where this doesn't happen to me. And I did not listen. And so I ended up taking my second summer back at that same amusement park. And that's when things really went downhill. I will get into more of that in part 2. But my first takeaway, there's lots of things that I took from this experience. My first thing I would say to singers, because I know it's so hard to do, but when your voice is your instrument, sometimes you have to say yes to rest, because we are so programmed to say yes to every opportunity. And I love that. And I try to live by that. However, sometimes it's really just not doable. And take it from me, canceling a couple shows over having to step back for about a year or more, do it. If you're feeling that you need the rest, man, it's so hard to do. I have a hard time doing it now, but that would be my first takeaway from this. So yeah, here's a little Lost and Found series that's leading up to a song I have coming out pretty soon about this whole experience.